We're here today for Hands Across the Sand 2015 to stand up for our coast and against offshore drilling.
This is our time that we can be proactive and address what is going on, because once they start putting out platforms, it's over.
Well, you have to understand, and I think this is important, that people like yourself all over this country, from Maine down to Florida, from Florida to Texas, from the Mexican border up to Alaska, are all standing up today against offshore drilling.
I'm here today because I'm very concerned about the proposed oil drilling off the shore, off the East Coast.
Here today, we're fighting offshore drilling, and here we are a couple days after Duke Energy just paid a $102 million fine for coal ash in the Dan River. I don't want the Atlantic Ocean to be the Dan River.
I just got back from Washington, D.C. from a Blue Vision summit, and everybody's concerned, as we are here in New Jersey, with offshore drilling.
Right now, those fossil fools down in Washington are ready to turn over our coastal waters to big oil.
The goal is to send a message that once again, the Atlantic should be taken out of this 5-year plan.
And the irony is, not only don't they understand science other than political science, not only do they deny climate change, they deny gravity, and they even deny that the sky is blue.
These environmental battles is like playing whack-a-mole. That you think you've won one battle, something else pops up, and so it's like a never-ending.
Most of you know that this is a process that takes some time. So I think that when you remain active as you are, and we continue to work this and gather more opposition, we will succeed, but we just have to keep at it.
We shouldn't be fossil fuel foolish with our coast.
If we could only capture the hot air coming out of the Capitol, we could actually power this country for generations. And we wouldn't need to drill for oil.
Drilling is not the answer.
Clean, renewable energy. We do not need more fossil fuel energy. The fossil fuels are killing us in terms of air pollution and destroying our climate.
Our coastline thrives on local business people, locals like yourself, restaurant and shop owners, rental companies, fishermen, and boardwalk vendors, not oil and natural gas conglomerates.
Just from an economic point of view, tourism is so important. If your beaches were spoiled by pollution, your commercial fishing industry, your tourism industry, all of that will go down the drain, and it's so much more valuable in terms of dollars and jobs than the additional oil that will come offshore.
We're here today because that risk is real, that big oil is coveting our coast, that the proposal to drill off the coast of Virginia up to the Maryland border, only 100 miles from the Jersey Shore, is a real threat. And not only is it a threat environmentally, it's a threat to our economy. When you think about the prevailing coastal currents, the currents from Virginia are heading to the Jersey Shore. They're not heading to Virginia Beach. They're heading north into here in Long Island. We are in the target. So if there's a spill, they may get the oil. We're going to get the benefit of that spill and the impact to our economy, the impact to our beaches. When we go out on the beach and we lock arms, it's to form a human chain, and that chain is a symbol from one end of this country to the other against offshore drilling, to protect our coastal economy, to protect our fisheries, and to call for clean energy.
Oh, this is really great, especially when you get 2 or 3 more organizations coming together to sponsor an event like this, and individuals, whether they belong to Surfrider or Sierra Club or whatever, showing up, whether they heard about it through word of mouth, to show that what their concern is. So it's good to see that there are people willing to express their opposition to what's being pushed down our throats by the fossil fuel industry.
So remember, the best way to prevent oil on our beaches is to stop drilling in the first place. Clean energy, yes. Dirty fossil fuels, no. That the only oil we ever want to see on our beaches is copper tone. We have a real choice in front of us. We can have windmills off our coast, or we can have oil wells. We want windmills.
We need offshore drilling like we need another hurricane.